I like to fish mainly because the adrenaline rush that it gives me whenever I hook on a fish, and that fight back and forth. It's dragging the line, I'm pulling it in, it's fighting off again. And then it's also the thrill of not knowing what's on the end of the line. It could be any sort of fish. That's what keeps me going. That's what makes me like to fish. First starting off, my grandpa got me into fishing. We would just go out to the local ponds around the neighborhoods. Started off as a youngster, so I had a little bobber, hook, worm. You know, that's just a generic basic beginner setup. As I would hang out with the neighborhood kids, we would go from ponds to streams. We'd go from streams to taking it out to rivers, stuff like that. Started off, you know, we'd just use the bobber and the hook, and then that advanced to crankbaits, lures, soft plastics. And then from there, I started doing a lot of freshwater fishing. Started picking up fly fishing and explored out to the bay, and then we started doing saltwater fishing. So that's where I'm at today. I'm just an angler. So if you're asking the hardest place to fish, you're going to pretty much narrow that down to live action freshwater fishing. I would say fishing in rivers, streams, creeks, stuff like that is more difficult than it would to be fishing in a pond. Fish are isolated in a pond, and more than likely they have feeders. People are out there, you know, feeding the fish all the time, stuff like that. And if you're out here in the wilderness, you have to mimic the natural live bait that they're eating, and that's not easy to do. So if you, you know, you could throw out there soft plastics all day and not catch anything. But until you mimic their food and it looks like something that's appealing to the fish, then that's when you start becoming an expert angler. I got three. Favorite fish to catch probably is bass. I also like catching alligator gar and monster catfish. The biggest fish I probably caught is probably an alligator gar, and that was close to probably like 35, 40 pounds. That has got to be some of the best feelings in the world. I mean, when I'm sitting there and I'm reeling it in, my heart's racing, I'm focused, I have tunnel vision, nothing else is coming into play, nothing else is bothering me, nothing else is going through my mind other than the fact that I have to keep this fish on the hook. I have to get it to bait, I have to get it to the bank, I have to get it into my hand and pull it up. Those right there is just, it's phenomenal. It's exhilarating.